Hey guys, Brad M73 here. Welcome back to the Intergalactic Aerospace Expo, and today is day 5. It is MISC, or the what is it? Musashi Industries and Starflight concern. So it's kind of like everybody just calls it MISC, and it's like miscellaneous. No, it's not really. But we're going to start out in the basement, in the lower level, because we're going to look at the holo suites first. Then we're going to go up to the main hall, and then we're going to check out the Reliant hall, which is the one up here at the top right, and then we're going to check out the Freelancer's at the end, something like that. Okay, so let's go into the display hall really quick. And which ships were in here? The Hull A and the Hull C, I think. Yeah, this looks like the Hull A. And it is medium freight. This is kind of more light freight, but I guess it's probably medium freight. I don't know off the top of my head what the SEU, I probably should have looked that up before I did this episode, but I'm thinking that this is probably going to be around the size of a Prospector, like this front part, maybe with a little bit more in the back, but I kind of expect like this front area to be about where the Prospector nose cone is, and then the two engines that are on the Prospector would kind of go in this area, but this is probably going to be like a docking collar or something on this ship. And then you've got the cargo pods back here, and then you've got the back part of the ship. And then one of the cool things about the hull series, there's going to be the hull A, B, C, D, and E. This whole center part will actually retract inside of the ship. So when you're not actually hauling cargo, it's going to be just, you're not going to see all this stuff out here. It's just going to retract together, which is pretty cool. We'll run around the corner here. Then we have, I think this is the Hull C. Yes, so this is the Hull C. So this is kind of the in-between version, and you can see all of the cargo containers. Hello. And these aren't, these are like the big cargo containers. They're not like the small little tiny ones. Just for comparison, this is the cockpit. It's probably like a cockpit about the size, or maybe slightly larger in some respects, to the Starfarer, which we're going to see here in just a few minutes. So this is going to be a pretty massive ship. Even with, all the cargo arms retracted, I mean, you can kind of like just imagine what this back part is going to be attached to this front part. I kind of feel like taking a screenshot right here, and then like another screenshot like right about here, and then putting them together somehow, and just to kind of show you what it would look like. And maybe I'll actually try to do that. But yeah, this thing is fully laden with cargo. Now, this is the Hull C, so there's a Hull D that's going to be way bigger than this one, and a Hull E, which is actually going to be one of the biggest ships in the game when it's cargo, pods or cargo arrays or whatever they're called, when those are deployed. It's just going to be absolutely monstrous. And I think that thing's going to haul like over 1 million SCU of cargo, so yeah, pretty impressive. So, yep, again, this is the Hull C. Pause your video if you want to check that out. But let's go ahead and head on up to the main floor. And unfortunately, MISC doesn't have any ground vehicles or anything. It would actually be kind of interesting. I would like to see like MISC's take on ground vehicles. I think that would be pretty sweet. And I just love coming up right here. This is just like a great view coming out from under here to see the chin of the Starfarer. This is actually the Starfarer Gemini. I'm kind of surprised they didn't have a base Starfarer in here this year, just to kind of show off the difference, because I liked the mirrored look of the base Starfarer, even though I too ended up going with the Gemini. So I do actually own one of those. I also own a Prospector. So yeah, as you can kind of see, you see this front cockpit area, and then you see where the engines are on the back. So, you know, if you kind of took a hull A, yeah, I think it's going to be kind of close to this, maybe a little bit longer in the back, but I don't know. We'll see in like 5 years whenever they finally release those ships. Hopefully it'll be next year sometime in 2021, but we still don't really know. Anyway, the Prospector is your basic like one-man mining ship. These actually cost $150. If you're wanting to get into mining, I highly recommend this ship. I wouldn't actually buy it as just like your only ship. I do actually recommend like an Avenger Titan, which we showed off on Aegis Day. Aegis. Wait, yeah, Aegis is the Avenger series. Avenger Titan and one of these guys, it's like the perfect starter setup. Perfect. It's going to cost you a little over $200, but you'll be able to make a lot of money with this thing. You know, or you could just get a Titan and you could save up the 1.6 million and buy one of these in game, which is also pretty cool. And I just absolutely love the metallic look of this ship. It's just you get it in the right light, whether you're on a planet surface or in orbit, and it's just an absolutely beautiful ship. It really, really is. You've got some. Wait, what is all this? This looks new to me for some reason. Closed door. The text is backwards. All right. Anyway, moving on are the MISC Razors, and they've got 3 different versions. Now these are like the racing ships, though they do kind of have like a light fighter. This is kind of the stealth version. Yeah, this is the racing version. This is probably just like the... Oh, no, this is the luxury... The luxury version. You know what? I don't know if I've ever checked out a luxury... No, I don't want to rent it. I just want to get in it. Just want to get... There we go. We'll see how luxurious this is compared to, like... Origin. It's not too bad. I wish I could turn this on, but alas, I cannot. But, yeah, not a bad little ship. I've never owned one of these. They're really, really super tiny. But they would be good for, like, a snub fighter, maybe. And I don't think these have quantum drives either. Though I could be wrong on that. I literally have only flown these less than a handful of times, maybe 3 times in all of its development. Yeah, and then this is just the basic. Well, it's not basic, but this is the racing version. Come on now. There we go. It's kind of like the F1 of the F1 race car of Star Citizen's spaceship line. So I don't know. That looks about the same to me. I guess the luxury version is essentially the same thing with a white and black interior instead of a black and red interior. The stealth version looks really cool, but again, I've never really been kind of a big fan of those myself. The Starfarer here, this is actually one of the refueling ships. Refueling is not in the game, but it's a nice big ship, and it's not tremendously expensive. I'm hoping that refueling gets added into the game sometime in 2021. We don't have any type of confirmation on that, but you can actually fit a lot of cargo in here. I think it's up in the 200s. I want to say it's 291 SCU, but I could be wrong. It might be a little bit over or under that. You can also drive vehicles in here. It'll fit a few Ursas, Tumbril Cyclones, Dragonflies, Apoa Nox, Grey Cat, PTVs, and Grey Cat Rocks. I've had this thing crammed full of vehicles with like 6... at least like 5 or 6 Cyclones, an Ursa, a few Gray Cats, and still had room for like an Apoa, a Nox, and a Dragonfly. So I'm not going to do a full ship tour, but there is a lot to see on this ship. If you've not seen this one before, do search my channel for my Star Citizen videos. I know for a fact I've done Starfarer ship tours in the past. There's like the lower rear turrets. These are manned turrets. It's a pretty cool ship. It's fat. This one especially is really fast in quantum. You can get all the way across the Stanton system really, really super quick. It's got 4 decks internally. The bottom 2 decks I think are fine. The upper 2 decks I've never been a fan of. And there are some bugs on the upper decks, making this ship not quite as usable. But you can even do bounties with this thing. Like if you want to go out and do bounties, it seems like a really big ship. But those front guns, those front turreted guns up there, I'm just zooming in, hit hard. I think they're size 4s. So for most bounties, you know, you can take a ship probably up to maybe like a Class C bounty. I think they go A, B, C, and D. I think that's how they go. But you can easily complete like the first 3 tiers. Tier 4 and Tier 5, it probably helps if you have a friend or 2 along to man the turrets. But you can make a lot of money whether you're running cargo, doing bounties. You can even do delivery missions, though. It is kind of fuel hungry for those. Let's go in and we're going to check out the Reliant series, which should be in this direction, I hope. Yep. So we'll start off here on the right with the Reliant core, and this is the base Reliant. And it's just kind of like a general purpose ship. It is a fairly decent ship for starters. You know, people just jumping into Star Citizen. There is one thing I don't like about the Reliant series. Whenever you go into quantum, these wings, they basically swivel to be vertical instead of horizontal. Yet the cockpit, which is a 2-person cockpit, it remains horizontal. And what ends up happening is you get blocked off. You effectively get shut off from the rest of the ship while you're in quantum. And what I don't like about that, and we'll run back around the rear here and open it up, is we've got a little bit of cargo space. I want to say this is 6 SCU of cargo, because I think each one of these is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think it will fit a Gray Cat PTV, which is the personal transport version. But it's been a while since I've tried it, but I'm pretty sure it does. Yeah, and then here's your pilot seat and co-pilot seat. So when you go into quantum, again, this wing goes vertical up and down, and it actually closes this off. So you can't even walk back into this area. This ship doesn't have a bed. It doesn't have any kind of toiletries. Now, they could eventually change these access points to something else at some point, but I don't really see that happening anytime in the near future. It's a really cool looking ship, but I've never been a fan of it. But I know some people really do like them. And let's see, what is this considered? It is considered, yeah, light freight. Really light freight. Let's see, is this the Mako? Let's see which one this is. Oh, the Tana. So this is the light fighter. Basically, it's just got bigger guns. Is that a size 3 or a size 4? That actually looks like a pretty big gun. This is not a gun. This is more of like a sensor probe or something like that. Yeah, you've got 2 big guns on either end. That almost looks like a size 4, but I think it's a size 3. That's probably a size 2. I don't know. Maybe that is a size. That would be pretty cool if it was a size 4. I don't own one of these, so I have no idea. This one though, this one actually does have a couple beds. You've got some storage lockers here, which I don't think are openable at this point. They will be in the future. Nothing right here. That's probably like one SCU of cargo, maybe. You've got weapons racks right here. This one actually does have a pooper and a shower, and probably, yeah, there's the sink right there. You probably shove your hands up under there and the water comes out, but hey, at least you can pinch a loaf if you need to. We've got the access points, and again, the cockpits here. Very, very nice. I always like looking at these ships. It's kind of like the ship I love to hate. I don't hate it, though. I just don't think it's practical. But some people love them. Let's see, the Reliant Sen. This is Light Science. This is kind of more of like your scanning ship. It does still have weapons pods. So you got, you know, one there, one on the wing here. Nothing on the wingtip out on this side. But you do kind of have like this big, you know, camera maybe for astronomical observations or something like that. And these weird, I don't know if these are supposed to be solar panels, probably more like sensor arrays if I had to guess. Moving into the back, you've got the bed again, and then here's kind of like this this sensor station. The gameplay for this is not in yet, so keep that in mind if you go for this version. But you've got the shower, toilet. This is probably for manipulating scientific samples of some sort, and some blankets and or towels. And then maybe right here we've got like a little microwave cook oven and some drink storage down there. And the cockpit's the same. I don't even know why we bother looking at it, because it's literally exactly the same in each one. And then last one is the this is the Mako. This is the one that's like the television studio. It's kind of like a media gathering machine. You've got, let's see, access panels. I don't see any food replication or food storage or anything like that, but you do have a bathroom in case you have to drop some kids off at the pool. And let's see, coming around the side here, you've got the camera for recording significant historical events, something like that, and a big yellow paint scheme that says "Don't shoot me" really loudly. So doubt you're really gonna be too stealthy with that. And if you want to, focus is reporting. So pause your screen if you want to read it. If not, let's head on to the Freelancer haul, because I do like the Freelancers. Great starter ship, a little bit more expensive. For the starters, if you don't want to spend a whole lot of money, maybe get one of the cheaper starters, work your way up to a Freelancer. Definitely doable. And we've got like 3/4 of a mile to run, so we can look at the beauty of the Starfarer's behind as we run behind her. Wait, is this the... No. Where's the other hall? Oh, it's over here. It's really crazy when you're just like running behind the ship. You kind of get a sense for how big it is. It's a big ship. She's a big girl. I've actually kind of mastered flying her, but every once in a while I'll get her out just to kind of make sure I brush up on my skills. But it is a nice, ship if you're taking 8 to 10 people out for like a surface excursion. You can pack so many vehicles on there that it's got some pretty good utility. All right, so here are your Freelancers. The first up is the base Freelancer. Holds, I think it's 66 SCU of cargo. And so you've got the cargo bay here. You can squeeze a Gray Cat Rock on here, though it's really, really super tight. Same goes with the Cyclones. You can squeeze one on here, but you're not going to be able to get in and out of it. You can fit a Gray Cat PTV on here, which is the the little golf cart rover. But all of this is cargo space here. You've got the crew area. You actually have a side door where we can board from the side if we want. Bathrooms and showers, kind of like a little workstation here. 4 beds, and 4 seats up front here, so you've got a nice crew area. There is a docking hatch up top for I don't know if a ladder is eventually going to come down from there or not. It's going to be awkward if you're not in 0G and you need to dock. And then there's also an upper gun turret there, which yep, you can see it right up there. But this is like a really great starter ship. Again, it's a little bit more expensive. I love the metallic look of this ship. It's freaking just really nice. And there are a few paint jobs available that you can purchase for this as well. So if you don't like the look of this one particularly, then you can opt to buy something else. But when I first played around with this ship, I didn't really look like the way it looked, but it's actually kind of grown on me, and it flies really well too. The guns on the side, they hit really hard, so I have no problems using a Freelancer for even doing bounties. So yeah, next up we've got the Freelancer Dur. This is kind of like the this one right here. This is wait, is this the base? I swear I don't remember my Dur looking like this. I used to have a Freelancer Dur. I've actually upgraded it to a Freelancer MISC. Yeah, this is the Dur. Oh, this is the Expedition version. So 25% less cargo, and then more fuel and an enhanced jump drive and scanner, basically. So it's also a nice ship. This one comes with the attrition, size 3 attritions. So again, this hits hard. The Freelancer's got some really good shields. Quite a few missiles. I think you've got 8 missiles instead of 4 on the other one. And I think it's just 4. Is it? No, this one's got 8 missiles too, because there's 2 and 2. So I guess it's 8. Okay, my bad. But yeah, you can actually, when you walk aboard here, you can see it's got a shorter cargo bay. We also have all of these access ports. There's radar, avionics, radar, power, shields. So these will eventually open, and you'll be able to get access to those. Moving forward, we've got, probably enhanced quantum drives, or maybe this is part of the enhanced sensor array. I'm not exactly sure. And then there's this tank. Little bit more cargo space up here. From the bulkhead here forward, it's exactly the same as basically all the other Freelancers. Kind of like the front half is pretty much the same. The next up is the Freelancer Max. Now this one actually holds, I think it's 122, might be 120, but I think it's 122 SCU of cargo. So this is kind of the more dedicated cargo ship. You can fit the Gray Cat rocks in here. You will not be able to fit an Ursa. It's wide enough, but it's not tall enough. And then you can fit, a few Tumbril Cyclones. You can even get a Dragonfly or an Apoa Nox in here. So we've got all this cargo space. Right up here, it narrows back down, a little bit more cargo. And then again, back into the crew space. Open door to the pooper. And the galley here as well. Everything up front is exactly the same. I actually do own one of these. I actually worked my way up and actually bought one of these in game. It does have its uses. Even though I've got like a gazillion other ships, I really like this ship. It's a pretty cool ship. You can even do bounties in it. These guns on the side, I'm telling you, these are size 4 turrets, so you got 4 size 3 guns. You pick the right guns, you're gonna freaking hit hard. And it looks pretty good. And again, there's different paint jobs available for these. If I go in, hopefully I'll be able to show this to you really quick. Where are my freelancers? Come on. There we go. Let's see. Yeah, here's the Max, and I also own a MISC, which we're going to look at here at the end. But if I go to paint, yep, here's the base paint color. They also have a black livery, which turns the ship black, which looks really cool. I mean, though in different lights, sometimes it looks black, sometimes it looks like light gray, and other times it looks like kind of a charcoal gray. But in a lot of cases, I think it looks better than the gray and orange. And then we have, oh no, that's not. Oh, there it goes. I'm like, no, that's not what it looks like at all. There's the Storm Surge livery, which is kind of like this aquamarine camouflage color. It's kind of difficult to see here. I love this. This is actually one of my favorite color schemes of any ship. I don't know why. It's like the colors that they've chosen for this ship. It's like it takes me back to the 80s or something, or maybe even the 70s. Yeah, we can pop over here, pause your screen if you want to read it. But there's the Freelancer Max. Last but not least is the Freelancer MISC. I'm pretty sure MISC is short for missiles, because this thing is basically a missile ship. It is a gunship. It comes with the size 3 Gatling guns, which is really its biggest weakness. A lot of times I'll replace this with some laser repeaters or attritions or something else that doesn't have ammo. But it still hits pretty hard. If you've got a single target or maybe 2 targets to take out, you're going to be able to mow them down pretty quick with the ballistic guns. But you'll run out of ammo pretty quick after that. We've got the 4 wing missiles, but up on top of the ship, and I'm going to run all the way in here. Again, it sacrifices some of the cargo, bringing it down, I think, into the 30s as far as like how much cargo space it's got. I'm just going to sit in the seat really quick. And hopefully, yeah, the missile racks up on the top. Can I get in there to see those? Let's see here. I don't know if it's going to let me. Yep, come on. You can do it. Yeah, these racks down in there, it's kind of hard to get. Like if we weren't on the showroom floor and I could actually power it up, I could show it to you a little bit more easily. Can I get... I'm just trying to move the camera so I can get up over top of these. I don't know why my camera is like way out to the side here. No, it's not really going to let me... But basically, these are additional missile bays up on the top. And it's got like 30-something, 40-something... It's got a lot of missiles. I don't remember the exact number. But it's got tons of missiles. So that's pretty cool. Definitely, and it's got really good shields and really good armor as well. I've gone up against heavy fighters with this thing and come out, beating the crap out of them. And it's got moobs on the front. Check those out. Look at them. Oh yeah. But anyway, that is the MISC series. That's pretty much everything we've got that's available, and there's also a few that are kind of in the pipeline that are coming, with the Hull series, and I'm trying to think of some other MISC ships that are on the horizon, and maybe it's just because I'm so tired right now, but nothing is coming to mind. And we'll head back out here to the main hall and kind of just look at the Starfarer as I say goodbye. Guys and gals, if you are looking to get involved in Star Citizen, now's a perfect chance. The free fly is going on until December 2nd, 2020. It started back on November 20th. You can create an account, get started. If you do create an account, be sure to use my referral code when you create your account. You'll actually get an extra 5,000 Alpha UEC in game, so it gives you some extra money to start off with, and and you can actually fly for free. And then, you know, if you're like, oh my gosh, this game is super awesome, you can, you know, pledge for any one of the available game packages to get you in the game. So, and if you have any questions, stop by my Discord. We've got quite a few people on there that love Star Citizen, and we, you know, talk about it all the time. I will even help you out if I'm available. And yeah, if you join up and you use my referral code and you become a full pledge, you can come and fly with me. I'd love to do that with you guys. So, guys, I'm Brad M73. This is Star Citizen Day 5, the MISC Day. Tomorrow, I think, is Drake Day. So we're going to have, like, the Caterpillar, the Cutlasses, a few other Drake ships, so that'll be pretty cool. So stop back very soon. I will see you back for Drake Day. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. I'll see you next time. Bye for now.